Caitlin Clark 2025 MVP trophy is loaded. A'ja Wilson better bring the best she has, because as of right now, Caitlin Clark is about to give her a run for her money.
Caitlin Clark has taken the sports world by storm. At just 22 years old, the Indiana Fever rookie isn't just a rising star, she's a phenomenon. From record-breaking performances to reshaping the narrative of women's sports, Caitlin is rewriting history every time she steps on the court. But what makes Caitlin Clark so special? And how has she managed to elevate an entire league in just one season? Stay tuned, because today, we're diving into the full story of Caitlin Clark's groundbreaking rise, the controversy she's faced, and the undeniable impact she's made on the WNBA. Before Caitlin Clark ever set foot on a WNBA court, she was already a legend. During her time at the University of Iowa, Caitlin didn't just break records, she shattered them. She became the NCAA Division I career scoring leader and the all-time three-point leader, all while leading Iowa to back-to-back national championship appearances. Her electrifying performances brought women's basketball into the mainstream spotlight 18. 9 million viewers tuned in to watch her face South Carolina in March Madness, a number that rivaled major NFL broadcasts. That wasn't just a basketball game, it was a cultural moment. Caitlin was already proving that the appeal of women's sports was bigger than anyone imagined. In 2024, Caitlin Clark was drafted first overall by the Indiana Fever, and the hype was real. Expectations were sky high, but Caitlin didn't just meet them, she exceeded them. In her rookie season, Caitlin became the first WNBA rookie to record a triple-double set single-season and single-game assist records, averaged 192 points, 57 rebounds, and 4 assists per game. And let's not forget, Caitlin brought energy to the WNBA that was unprecedented. Courtside seats were selling for over $2,000, ratings were competing with NFL games, and arenas were packed like never before. The Fever may have finished with a 2020 record, but Caitlin's individual impact was undeniable. With greatness comes both adoration and scrutiny. Caitlin has faced her fair share of critics, especially when speaking candidly about privilege and race in women's basketball. In an interview with Time magazine, Caitlin addressed the realities of the WNBA, saying, "I want to say I've earned every single thing, but as a white person, there is privilege. This league has been built on black players. The more we can elevate black women, that's going to be a beautiful thing." While many praised her for her honesty, critics, like commentator Megyn Kelly, accused Caitlin of pandering. But Caitlin, with her characteristic grace and focus, stayed locked in on her mission, growing the game and inspiring the next generation. Here's the undeniable truth. Caitlin Clark changed the game. The WNBA was built on the backs of predominantly black players who laid the foundation, but Caitlin's arrival took the league to heights that seemed unimaginable. Ratings skyrocketed, viewership hit all-time highs. The players were no longer flying on commercial airlines like Spirit. They traveled like true professionals with upgraded security. Caitlin's success opened doors for everyone in the league, bringing new fans, new sponsors, and new respect to women's basketball. But Caitlin is the first to acknowledge her growth as a player, admitting that the WNBA posed challenges she didn't face in college. In college, they didn't double-team me, they didn't trap me. It's almost concerning, she said. In the WNBA, every game requires a new level of understanding and basketball IQ. Through those challenges, Caitlin elevated. Her adaptability and passion have solidified her as not just a rookie sensation, but a cornerstone for the league's future. Caitlin Clark isn't just an athlete. She's a symbol of what's possible for women in sports, a role model for young athletes, and a leader in the broader conversation about equality and opportunity. In her own words, "So many people who don't even play sports tell me, 'Thank you for what you're doing for women.' That's what matters most to me." Her achievements have earned her Time magazine's 2024 Athlete of the Year, placing her alongside icons like Lionel Messi, Serena Williams, and LeBron James. But Caitlin's story is far from over. Caitlin Clark isn't just breaking records, she's changing the narrative. She's redefining what it means to be a transformative athlete, a rookie superstar, and a leader on and off the court. What she's done for the WNBA in just 1 year is nothing short of extraordinary, but the best part, Caitlin Clark is just getting started. Caitlin Clark's journey didn't begin in the WNBA before becoming a professional. She owned the college stage. At the University of Iowa, Caitlin delivered performances we may never see again. NCAA Division I, all-time leading scorer, record-breaking three-pointers. Game after game, leading Iowa to 2 consecutive national championship appearances. But beyond the stats, Caitlin changed the way people watched women's basketball. The 2024 March Madness game against South Carolina pulled in an unprecedented 189 million viewers. Think about that for a second. Nearly 19 million people tuning in for women's college basketball. That wasn't just a game, that was a statement. Women's sports could no longer be ignored. And Caitlin Clark was at the center of it all. When Caitlin Clark was drafted first overall by the Indiana Fever, expectations were sky high. The WNBA had its eyes on her. And so did the world. Her rookie season was nothing short of historic. Caitlin quickly became the first WNBA rookie to record a triple-double set new rookie assist records, both for single games, and the season averaged 192 points, 57 rebounds, and 4 assists per game. Those numbers tell part of the story. But Caitlin's true impact can't be measured in stats alone. Before her, WNBA games struggled to draw headlines. Courtside seats were selling for $40. Teams were flying on Spirit Airlines, and games weren't even televised in prime slots. Then Caitlin arrived. Suddenly, courtside tickets were 2,000, PUD's viewership rivaled NFL broadcasts, and arenas were packed. The WNBA didn't just get attention, it became must-watch TV. Of course, Caitlin's meteoric rise hasn't come without controversy. In an interview with Time magazine, she spoke candidly about privilege, saying, "I want to say I've earned everything, but as a white person, there is privilege. This league has been built on black players. The more we can elevate black women, that's going to be a beautiful thing." Her honesty earned her praise from many. But critics, like commentator Megyn Kelly, accused her of pandering and trying to please everyone. Here's the truth. Caitlin Clark walked into a conversation about race, privilege, and gender that has existed for years. And while she may not have all the answers, she's using her platform to shine a light on the challenges the league and its players have faced. But here's where things get real. Caitlin's arrival didn't erase what came before her. The WNBA was built by black women. That's a fact. But it's also a fact that Caitlin has elevated the game in ways no one else has. Her visibility and star power have opened doors. New fans, new sponsors, and a new level of respect for the league. Caitlin's success hasn't been without challenges. She admits herself that college basketball didn't prepare her for the WNBA's intensity. In college, people didn't double-team me. They weren't physical. A lot of them weren't playing basketball after college. The WNBA was different. Every opponent posed a new challenge, forcing Caitlin to evolve, and evolve she did. Her basketball IQ grew, her playmaking elevated, and her ability to adapt under pressure made her a standout, even in a league filled with stars. The Fever may have missed advancing in the playoffs, but Caitlin's rookie year was a resounding success. She's not just a player, she's a cornerstone of the league's future. What sets Caitlin Clark apart isn't just her talent, it's her vision. She's not playing for the highlight reel. She's playing to inspire, to build, and to leave a legacy. Caitlin has become a symbol for what's possible for women in sports. Young athletes see her and believe they can do it. 2 women across industries are thanking her for what she represents. And even with the pressure, the scrutiny, and the haters, Caitlin remains focused on the bigger picture. "I'm just scratching the surface of what I can do, and hopefully how I can change the world and impact people." The movement has just begun. Caitlin Clark is more than a player. She's a movement. She's broken records, shattered expectations, and brought the WNBA into a new era. And the best part, she's only getting started. If you've been watching Caitlin Clark, you already know, this is just the beginning of her story. What do you think Caitlin Clark's next chapter holds? Will she go down as the greatest to ever play the game? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget, like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications so you don't miss what's next. This is the DX Hoop, and we'll catch you next time.